Hello everyone, welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. We are still in the Blood Bowl 3 2025 World Championships play-in stage, and this is the Danger Zone round. Both of these players have won one, lost one, so the winner will move on to the group stages, and the loser will go home. This is the second to last game. We are almost out of the play-in stages. Feels like we've been here forever, especially over the last 5 games. And this time up, we have Dialion and his Amazons and MadJake and his Dark Elves. It is a coaching mismatch. MadJake considerably better, but anything can happen in one game, as evidenced by the fact that MadJake is in the danger zone. Amazons will be receiving. Will they set up against a blitz? There's the first start, isn't it? No, they will not. I can guarantee you they will not, because this isn't going to be able to do it. For the love of God, be a blitz. Be a blitz. Please, just once. I'm begging you. Just once. Be a blitz. Of course not. High kick into catching it. Amazing. Immediately stands behind the LOS, by the way. Like, quad skulls are not possible. Could have stood back here. Just stands directly behind the unsafe LOS. Hasn't moved anyone else. It's a blockless blitz. And, of course, the blockless Jaguar on the LOS to take a block. So, this is what I mean by coaching mismatch. Obviously, Dialion, very inexperienced. Do you know what? Like, that's just a euphemism, isn't it? Like, I hated myself for even saying it. I have no idea if Dialion is inexperienced. What he is crap, right? I've got no idea how many games he's played. He could have played 5,000 games for all I know. Yeah, I mean, if they miss the point, they haven't watched my videos. Because I say it all the time. There are two different points to it being unsafe. Well, three. So the first point is obviously you could quad, right? The second point is, yes, when you roll a dub skulls, if it's unsafe, you have to re-roll it. Whereas sometimes you would like to eat a dub skulls. Like, just because, right? You don't want to waste a re-roll that early. The player making the thing isn't important. It's unlikely to be removed. Not that case in Amazons, but sometimes you can just eat it, right? And the third one is, as I keep saying, I've never seen anyone who completely ignores the possibility of quads, but is somehow on top of 1 in 81s and 1 in 36s and 1 in 27s. It's just not possible. You either take into account turn ordering and safety, or you don't. And that's just it. When you don't, it's spread across all the different risks. It's not just quad skulls. No, I've never seen a single person who just ignores quads and has like perfect turn ordering other than that. If you have good turn ordering, it includes against quads. Not a massive fan of just making the flat shape there when you make the dodge. Like, no reason to just keep the flat shape there, is there? Move over one or move out back out of the way because you've got this. And then you don't have to dodge again if he decides to base up with, like, the strength 4 guards. Blitzes from the wrong square, so Pow frees him up when he could have blitzed from this square and pushed him this way, and now he has to dodge again. Or not stand up. With fouling a lino, you've already lost the player for the drive, and now you've lost the player for the game, so you're now 2 players down on this drive. And you've managed to stun a lino, which is basically all you can expect from that foul. Average dice will stun a lino, that's it. So congratulations, you suck. Like I don't know what to do about it. This is just stupid. You're really bad. Yeah, they only have 1 bench. So now they have no bench and a KO. That should have moved. If that's a 1 in 27, you can blitz here and go through the middle. They have an Apo. It's 13 and an Apo, or 12 and no Apo, and an Apo, right? Oh, they do have 2 throwers. Wait, is that why? Can you get 13 and an Apo on Amazons? I don't know how much it is either. Oh, yeah, it must be, because look. They got a cheerleader and a coach assistant. So they've swapped a shitty thrower and a cheerleader and a coach assistant for bench. Yep. So another terrible decision, as you'd expect from someone who's bad. Sorry to bang on about it. If you watch this, Dialion, it's not your fault. Nothing wrong with being bad. But maybe you can learn a lesson, right? This foul was terrible. You can't afford to be fouling. And if you are going to foul, it should be a Blodge Blitzer or the Witch. Not that I would recommend fouling at all with this crap build, because you've got 2 throwers instead of bench. Wow, okay. MadJake rolling some dice. And hey, look, we're going to not clear the ball. Oh, we're not even moving it. We're just using the hit and run to relocate 1 square. And we've just potatoed off. With 2 players. So the problem you have here is, other than the fact you just rolled a 2, what do you do when they cage the cage? And ignore these 2? Oh, we're not ignoring these two. Okay, never mind. I was kind of expecting him to ignore these two, frankly. Oh, never mind. He wanted to stab it. And there we go. The apple fails, because it's only a 30-odd%. Comedy stab. And now we're capped at 10. Blitz is the wrong direction. Just hoping for a POW. Going nowhere now. Worse than nowhere. Okay. We just split off this one. Oh, we might blitz stab. Oh, we're just 2 dice in it. What a shame. He seemed to really like that stab. Yeah, nice defensive play here from MadJake. Full elf columns, stopping any progress. Isolates the player in the backfield. This is the only one to worry about, and it can't get anywhere by itself. No armor break means he's going to be able to do exactly the same thing again. Excuse me. Oh, I've got a mute button now. I should care about that. Well, that takes care of the backfield player. So now we just blitz this one and form the same defense. Wow, he really was greedy for that stab again, wasn't he? Amazon's going nowhere. A masterpiece in defense. Just dismantled the Amazon offense. I would have liked to have seen the witch in the middle here for this reason. But it doesn't matter because he's coming closer to her. It doesn't matter anyway. This isn't going to matter. You can put 2 assists in. Oh, okay. I mean, that is dubious as fuck. Do you know why he's doing that? So he can chain to there and then to there and stab it. But there's absolutely no way you do that. You don't risk that 1 in 36. That was real bad. That was real bad. That is what he's doing though, right? I guarantee it. It's just so bad. Like, so bad. It's crazy. To give up the score for a 1 in 36 just so you can stab something is fucking mental. Took back all of the good defense there with that one shitty play. Wait, we didn't even cover. We didn't even hand off. We're not putting on a blodger or anything. Okay. Could have handed off to the blodger. Gets the full pow. Yes, ball could have been on the assassin, and we could have had 2 scoring threats. Could have won this easily. This drive. Now the assassin's getting powed. So yeah, that last turn's... So this is a good time to talk about why some, like, when I talk about players, I'm not going to say we. I don't want to drag anyone else into it. When we talk about like tiers for players and whether someone's a top tier player, and you see someone like MadJake who has really good results with like pro elves and elves and stuff, those kinds of turns are why, like, I talk about MadJake being like an upper second tier player, like a Crystal Hunter level player, like someone who's like good and will win a lot and has some really good turns or some really good like ideas, but then also just shits the bed completely. Like, just greeds things. Like, it's those things. Like, me and Jim are not making that mistake. DMS not making that mistake. K-Fool's not making those mistakes. Like, it's just not happening. Like, that's just a really bad, greedy turn. For no reason. Like, it loses you the game if it goes wrong. You could have just put 2 assists in and blitzed the witch. Picked up the ball on the assassin, had 2 scoring threats. Nothing they could do about it. You'd have had dice to score this turn. And now you don't, right? If he gets his KOs back, it's 10 Zons. Doesn't, so it's only 9 Zons, and the important one is out. That should be GG's. I doubt MadJake will do it, but I would just Daka here. No reason to do anything but Daka in here. What a 9 Zon's going to do against a Daka. I would like to point out, look at this glorious anti-blitz defense. Look at it. Look how tasty it is. Full chevrons up on the LOS. Basically the best it can be. Basically the best it can be. The only thing I think that you could do, even like just fine, is to flat shape it. You don't even have to have chevrons. You can just flat shape it. But either way, great. So of course he gets 1 dice powed. And then someone doing rushes on a blitz. Just someone doing 3 rushes on a blitz after a 1 dice pow. Right. Ball comes closer. He still only loses to a snake here. Oh, he's... Okay, I thought that was going to be the blitz. He's rush blitzing? That was a rush. Little bit strange to go there and have to do a rush to go there instead of just going there and there. But sure. I think he was worried about the guard coming in and getting surfed. Gets a removal and eats the apple. Another rush. Going to see dodge and a rush here. Yep. And then a 1 dice. Rolling all the dice. And finally eats a 1. Yes, I do say it a lot, yeah. Just a regular sweeper. I assume that Dialion knows it's there. Doesn't want to break away. I mean, it's a horrible misunderstanding of the play state. There's no breakaway needed here. Oh, pow. Gonna need this to be a removal. No, it's the way the money works out usually, Muppet. So basically, on a lot of these, the assassin is just replacing a lino because you've got odd money left over. So an assassin is, you know, something. Skull into death. Good job. And why we even eating the skull there? Yeah, that's the thing, right? I wouldn't build a team around purposefully picking an assassin, but if I built my team and I had, like, you know, 90k, I might as well take an assassin over a lino and, like, 2 coaches. The assassin does give you some odd little outs against teams. But, you know, they're still crap. Let's not pretend that assassins are good or anything. They're crap. It's just Dark Elf Linos are also crap. So the runner is really just there for a leader caddy for me. I don't rate, like... Nothing wrong with a leader caddy sometimes. Yeah, I don't know what the actual costs are, Dembig. I just made it up. No, again, it sometimes comes in handy, but if your ball carrier's getting hit, there are more things wrong, right, that are being saved by dump off. Blitz. You might not. Probably shouldn't do this 1 in 36 with him. Yeah, that was wrong, right? Just to do this whole thing, I don't like it. Like, I really would have just not done the dodge there and just filled this corner and just had the L shape. Yeah, okay, you can get one diced into a 6+ and all of that nonsense. But that's less likely to form a loss. This 6+ into, like, you know, 1 in 54s or whatever, than it is the 1 in 36 here that just allows him to sack the ball 2 dice. And it was also greedy to do this. Put the witch there instead of there. Yes, he could have dodged away at the end instead of taking the block. It was just better. So just little bits of greed. It's a common... It's a more common error with players who are used to playing agility teams. MadJake is known as a pro elf coach, right? That, like, they seem to just shrug at the possibility of snakes. It's like, oh, I snaked at the wrong time. Like, you know, nothing I could have done about it. And there we go. Two full powers on the blodgers. Good turn. And there's a removal. The Amazons threw away one of their own players on a shit foul and took a removal, so they only had 9. So couldn't get past 11 Dark Elves because they didn't claim space early. They just fucked around. Can you get a cage over here? Yeah, looks like it. Didn't have to get a cage. Yeah, don't like taking a blockless block before standing him. Oh, he wants to do the rush. Fine. That's a weird place to put you. Instead of there. Miscount. He might have miscounted. Why are you blitzing the assassin on turn 14? Hoi, hoi. Oh. Oh, you can shadow after someone leaps from your square. That's pretty funny. He did try, he just did it badly, didn't he? He just sent down, like, 1 scoring threat and did a shit stab instead. Like, it was just shit. He hasn't finished yet, Demento. Chill out. He is standing in the wrong square. I mean, sure. Like, he was real bad. So the assassin's worth is mostly the same as most other players' worth. What are you not getting instead of it? So, like, the reason you see assassins on a bunch of teams, one single assassin, is because they swapped it for a Lino, which is fine, right? But if you have 100k left over because of the money, do you want one assassin and a coach or two Linos? That's two Linos for me. Assassins are not good. I would rather bench. So it just comes down to what you're giving up for it. An assassin over a Lino does give you some options. I don't hate if someone didn't take the assassin. Assassins are shit. Maybe an armor 8 Lino is going to be better for you, along with an assistant coach. But if you're swapping an assassin for a Lino, it's not terrible, right? Like, it's fine. It gives you something that the opponent has to worry about. Sometimes, you know, orcs don't give a shit. Alright, there isn't a timeout. That's the end of that. MadJake moves on to the group stages, and Dialion goes home. There we go. Not a particularly interesting game, but also not a particularly, like, insanity-inducing game. Dialion's bad, MadJake's good. We pretty much ignored Dialion's play because he's bad, and MadJake, we get to talk about the few mistakes he made, like at the end of the first half, etc., or the couple of times where, you know, he success state thought and, you know, could have given up the drive to a snake or something, was pretty dumb. We got to talk about something that isn't, oh my god, please, for the love of God, just be better at Blood Bowl, which is an improvement over the last 5 games. So congratulations, this game, for not being that bad. And we will see you all next time.